wanna be a warrior? Warrior! Inside of us there lives and breathes a warrior. It's time for us to rise, unleash the warrior. Warrior! Whoa. Don't you wanna be a warrior? Inside of us there lives and breathes a warrior. It's time for us to rise, unleash the warrior. Warrior! Whoa. Don't you wanna be a warrior? Warrior! Whoa. Don't you wanna be a warrior?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a sold-out arena with an amped-up crowd here in the American Airlines Arena in Miami, Florida. Welcome to the Season 2 premiere of the Blue Brand. We fight on Friday nights. This is Friday Night SmackDown, and we're kicking things off with your SmackDown General Manager, the People's Champion himself, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's here for some massive announcements to kick off the Season 2 premiere of the Land of Opportunities. One announcement we already know about, and that is of course going to be the reveal of his final 2020 WWE Draft pick for Friday Night SmackDown. If you saw the Season 2 premiere of Monday Night Raw, then you already know that John Cena, your Raw General Manager, selected the returning American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. So you gotta think that The Rock is gonna respond in a big way with his final 2020 WWE Draft pick, folks. Listen to this crowd. They absolutely love The Rock. This place is absolutely electric right now. Oh my, a big shot there at the red brand of Monday Night Raw. That is right, the Phenom, The Undertaker, will be live here in person tonight. Oh my. AJ Styles is going to be next in line for the WWE title at SummerSlam. And not to mention a battle royal to find out who will challenge Prince Apollo for the Intercontinental Championship title. Goodness me. Oh my, The Rock is really paying attention to the women's division, giving a spotlight to the women's division. That's what they need. That's what they have earned. Well, all right, Rocky, let's jump into it. What a way to start off Friday Night SmackDown, folks. The People's Champion laying down some massive announcements already, and we haven't even gotten to the final 2020 WWE Draft pick for Friday Night SmackDown. This is absolutely insane. The Rock really knows how to kick off a show. Well, that said, let's find out who is his final draft pick. Oh my goodness me, folks! You have got to be kidding me! His final 2020 WWE Draft pick is none other than the one and only Ricochet! Coming from the gold brand of NXT over to Friday nights, The Rock stole a pick from NXT. This is absolutely incredible! He is a former Cruiserweight Champion and a former NXT Tag Team Champion with his former tag team partner Keith Lee. Together they were known as One and Limitless. An absolutely incredible tag team. But this isn't about tag team wrestling tonight. This is about the singles debut of Ricochet on the Blue Brand. Goodness me, the crowd is absolutely behind this one. They're absolutely behind Ricochet. Oh my! It looks like Ricochet is what's cooking here tonight. Just one line is all he had to say, and he got this place roaring. Ricochet, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. Wow, what an incredible way to begin the show, but we have so much more left in today's show. We have Walter Braun Strowman in a steel cage. The winner receives a future championship opportunity. Two monsters finally clashing inside four sides of steel. But also here tonight, the Dead Men, the Phenom, the Undertaker's right here live and in color to address one Robert Roode. I am so very excited to see the legendary Undertaker, but also here tonight, we're going to have the official Mae Young Classic Bracketology, which will, of course, be hosted by none other than my good friend, Project. I'm super excited to showcase all of the women in that tournament, but also here tonight, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles will address the actions of Finn Bálor. Those two battled in a WWE title match to close out Season 1 of SmackDown, and well, it ended very controversial. But tonight, folks, speaking of controversial, CM Punk signed a brand new contract with the WWE. The best in the world returns to the blue brand of Friday Night SmackDown. But also in your main event, the big money match of the evening, it will be Cesaro and the WWE Champion Finn Bálor fighting for that coveted WWE title. All that and much more right here tonight. And look at that, folks. That's what's coming up next here to kick us off in action. A steel cage match as the monster among men, Braun Strowman, not waiting around for an entrance. He's making a beeline straight for the squared circle. Here we go, folks. This is the official in-ring SmackDown debut from this man right here, the Ring General, Walter. He is 5-0 here in the WWE. The only blemish that he has is with that man standing inside the ring, Braun Strowman. These two have done battle once before over on Monday Night Raw. They went to war, they went to battle in singles competition, and they went for a superplex and literally broke the freaking ring, something that we haven't seen here in the WWE in quite some time. It was absolute insanity, but that was Monday Night Raw. That was in your classic professional wrestling match. Here tonight, it's in a steel cage, and I can almost assure you they're not going to bring a whole cage crashing down in a ring. Surely not, right? These two are two of the best big men in the WWE here today. I can assure you they're going to provide for some very entertaining professional wrestling action, or should I say, more like a fight. I don't know about professional wrestling. This is going to be a fight, a war. Walter's all about the sacred of the ring. He's all about professional wrestling, but here tonight, it's just a little bit different. And there it is, folks. The ominous steel cage. The four sides of steel is being lowered in this one to contain Walter and the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Alright, folks, it is now officially official. There's no going back in this one. Braun Strowman, Walter inside of steel cage with a future championship opportunity on the line. And oh my! This is something you could have guessed. It starts off with a chop battle, counter for counter. Oh my! Almost knocking Strowman right off of his feet. Here we go. But no, Strowman catches him. Oh my! Manhandling Walter there. Something you don't see all too often. And Braun Strowman gloating in his work here. Oh my goodness me. Oh my. Oh, paying it forward. There is Braun Strowman. A big strike there. Another strike from Strowman. Oh my. A third one there. Into the corner we go. And Walter, big counter. The big strikes of his own now. Oh, the big chop. Walter. He's firing away here on the chest. Goodness me. The chest of Strowman is going to look like that tomato he ate back in catering. What a way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown, folks. We're not even halfway done. We're just getting started. Again, just counter for counter between these two. The Ring General versus the Monster Among Men. Irish whip now by Strowman. The big strikes here. To the Ring General is now Strowman. Oh my goodness me! Tossing Walter around like a cruiserweight. These two are absolute, incredible freaks of nature. They really are. As Strowman now, oh my, big clothesline in the corner there. Strowman now gonna stomp away here on the chest of Walter. The crowd is really eating this one up, aren't they? They're loving it. But how can you blame them? This is what we enjoy so very much. Professional wrestling, or in this case, just an all-out fight. And oh my, big boot there from Walter. Walter now. Here we go. The big elbow strikes now on the skull of Strowman. Now Walter. Big stomp there, and Walter, lifting up the Monster Among Men. And what goes up is gonna go down. Slamming Strowman to the mat there. Is now Walter unleashing here. Furious strikes on the face of Strowman. Oh, he's certainly not going to make Strowman any more prettier. No denying that. Is now Walter again with Strowman. Oh my. Deadlifting the Monster Among Men. I don't think I've ever said that before, and I probably never will. Here we go into the corner now. Oh my, big shoulder block there from Walter, and again a shoulder block. Walter's looked for another strike, but couldn't connect there. Strowman with some strikes of his own. Showing Walter how it's done, perhaps, and goodness me. This freak of nature, Braun Strowman, and again, absolutely manhandling Walter, the former hardcore champion, getting thrown around like a rag doll. And Strowman once again lifting up Walter, surely not again, and there we go, fireman's carry now from Walter. And Walter now turns him around into a neck breaker. Your classic neck breaker. Simple but effective. And it's now Walter's turn here. Once again deadlifting Strowman. And, oh my, slamming him right into the ring canvas there. Now Walter got the grounded pound going on here on Strowman. Not letting up, goodness me. And oh my, I think Strowman's been busted open. The first sign of blood here tonight, I believe, is on Braun, and it's now Walter. Oh my, he is most definitely bleeding. Strowman is most definitely bleeding, folks. Oh my, Walter's capitalizing here. And oh my, right to the side of the skull of Strowman. Bringing Strowman back to his feet now. Big chop there. Braun Strowman barely even phased. Goodness me. Missing the strike there. You got to think it's probably got some blood going into his eyes, blocking the vision, but dropping Walter anyways. Now Strowman, oh my. Right into the ribs there of Walter. That's 300 plus pounds, literally stepping on you like a doormat. Come on in. Welcome home, says Braun Strowman. Now Walter gonna be brought back to his feet here. And Strowman a big knee there. And oh my, the axe handle. Down goes Walter. This match has been very much back and forth. One monster gets momentum, then the other monster gets momentum, and goodness me, talk about momentum. The momentum that Walter had flying into the steel cage. Absolutely brutal, and again, Braun Strowman throwing Walter around like a rag doll. And oh my, again. Goodness me. I've said it once and I'll most definitely say it again. These two are absolutely insane. And a big knee there from Walter. And Walter, oh my, the big chop. Stunning Strowman there. And now Walter gonna pay it forward. Gonna throw that open wound of Strowman right in to the steel structure. And back to the ground and pound goes Walter. He's really opening up that wound even more. Goodness me. Talk about having the blood of your opponent on your hands. Quite literally, here's Walter again off the ropes into a big boot. Gonna bring Strowman back to his feet now. Walter, oh my goodness me. Right into the steel cage goes Strowman. And Walter, again, the fury of punches here. He's not letting up. He's really trying to open that wound even more. Walter now, the Irish Whip here into the corner. Big strike from Walter. Followed up with another strike. It's now Walter, what's he looking for here? Oh my goodness me! Throwing Strowman halfway across the ring. Oh my, but Strowman barely phased. What on God's green earth was that? A monster-sized drop kick taking down Walter. Well, we noted on it earlier, folks, this isn't really Walter's wheelhouse. He's not used to your gimmicky matches of a steel cage, Extreme Rules, etc., etc. He's used to your classic pro wrestling matches. Not something like this. I would kind of say, oh my goodness me! Walter getting chucked right in to the steel cage, and now he's cut open as well. My goodness me, but as I was saying, I was going to say that this is kind of... Well, you kind of give the advantage to Braun Strowman. This is more of his wheelhouse. Again, Walter's used to your classic pro wrestling matches. Not something like a steel cage, but he's really hanging in there. You can't expect him just not to bring a fight. This is still in a wrestling ring, therefore the ring is sacred to Walter. Oh my goodness me. Again, Walter getting crashed right in to the steel cage. Now Strowman, but oh, Walter not allowing it, says, not today, Walter. Oh, my, the big chop, but the big man is still on his feet, looking for another chop. Strowman denies him, and a big strike there to the open wound of Walter. Walter bleeding profusely here, all up in the eyes, and oh, my, headbutt to that open wound. Walter does not care right now. Not only is there bad blood between these two, not only are these two trying to prove who the better big man is, but there's a championship opportunity hanging in the balance. For what championship, we do not know. But you gotta expect something like maybe the WWE Championship or the Intercontinental. There's so many titles to choose from. We'll, of course, let them be the deciding factor in this one, as now Walter has Strowman here on the ropes. Walter, no. Oh my goodness me, talk about innovation there from Walter. The ring general literally catapulting the monster among men into the steel cage, and Irish Whip into a big boot from Braun Strowman. Strowman now, Irish Whip across the ring, looking for another big boot, couldn't connect there for the second time. Oh my, the stare down between these two. Look at all the blood trickling down the face of Walter. Goodness me. Look at the blood on the forehead and the hand of Braun Strowman. It's now Walter, oh my goodness me, the power bomb. Down goes Strowman. Walter now bringing Strowman back to his feet. Very surprised that Walter did not go for a cover there. Strowman may be down for the 3 count, but Walter has other plans in mind, it would seem. Walter now, oh my goodness me, has Strowman on his shoulders. What on God's green earth? Oh my goodness me. Walter just crashed Strowman straight through the cage. And he's gonna walk right out. Oh my goodness me, we've seen a first here tonight, folks. Walter is victorious. Walter has just won this steel cage match. Just when we thought these two couldn't break anything else in the WWE, they break a ring, and now they've broken a steel cage. Goodness freaking me, folks. What a bloody war. Oh, wait a second. Who won? Oh my. Marcel Bartel, Fabian Eichner, and Timothy Thatcher, and Walter standing alongside them. If you enjoy real wrestling, then this is for you. Join the movement. Watch NXT streaming live Fridays at 7 o'clock only on Twitch. I don't even know what to say about what we just witnessed, but folks, we have some breaking news here for SmackDown. Kairi Sane has been traded from SmackDown to NXT in exchange for, well, we don't know, but I can tell you, we're about to find out here in a moment's time on the blue brand of SmackDown. We're back here for some more in-ring competition, and this time, it's for the women's division. My goodness me. Talk about a new look and a new entrance for a brand new season on SmackDown. Coming out first is none other than Alexa Bliss, going now by the name of the Wicked Witch of the WWE. What a name, what a look, and what an entrance. She, however, is not the person that was involved in the trade between NXT and SmackDown. Her opponent, however, is. But this match is very, very important, folks. It is very important because, as we saw earlier on tonight, your SmackDown GM, The Rock, is paying very close attention to all women's matches. He's going to decide who will be challenging for the SmackDown Women's title at SummerSlam, but who exactly was traded? Who is... Oh my goodness me! No way! Io Shirai! Io Shirai was traded from NXT to SmackDown for Kairi Sane. The genius of the sky is here. You have got to be kidding me. This night just keeps getting better and better. What a show, and what an arrival from the genius of the sky, Io Shirai. And folks, I'm being told right now in my headset that as of right now, it is being made official. Io Shirai will be taking the place of Kairi Sane in this year's Mae Young Classic Tournament. That is incredible. Alright, folks, it is now officially official. There's no going back in this one. Io Shirai, Alexa Bliss, first time ever right here on SmackDown. Io Shirai in for a quick roll-up here. One, and no, a kick out at one by Alexa Bliss. Try to steal it there, did Io Shirai. But Bliss isn't going to take too kindly to that. Big takedown there from Shirai. No, my big strike there from the genius of the sky. But Bliss going to counter there. Counter for counter here in this one thus far. Just getting started on what has been an absolutely incredible night. And now we transition into the women's division of SmackDown. And oh my goodness me, looking for a dropkick. Bliss catches her in for a powerbomb. Here we go, one. And no, a kick out at one by Shirai. Red hot start here for Bliss versus Shirai. The women's division has really earned the spotlight. They've really taken things over within the last number of months. Starting with the Women's Revolution, we have the Mae Young's Classic Tournament coming up. We also, of course, have the all-women's pay-per-view known as Evolution, as Shirai takes down Bliss. The women's division are really getting the spotlight. And like I said earlier, they really do deserve it. They've earned the opportunity. I shouldn't say they deserved it. They've earned it. They've earned this right to be up there in the talks of the heavyweight division, the cruiserweight division, the tag team division. They deserve to be in that spotlight. And Bliss, nope, couldn't connect there. Shirai, big strike. Another strike from Shirai. And Shirai, but no, Bliss, great counter. We have not seen Bliss in quite some time. Big arm snap there. And Bliss, oh my. As I was saying, though, Bliss looks absolutely incredible. She's in great in-ring shape. As now Bliss looking for the chin lock here on the Black Lotus. Io Shirai and our official Jessica Carr looking for the submission. Will Shirai submit to Bliss this early on in the match? But no, Shirai fights her way out of it. Big kick drops Bliss to both knees, and Shirai, oh my, a running knee dropping Bliss. So now Bliss going to roll underneath the bottom rope. Very wise, but she used the ropes to pull her back to her feet. But Shirai has Bliss perhaps where she wants her, has Bliss on the middle rope, and oh my, a big neck breaker there. A very sadistic move from the Black Lotus, Io Shirai. Is Shirai now going to drag Bliss across the ring here? The crowd is absolutely behind Shirai. As she goes middle rope, Bliss is in trouble here. And oh my, a big body splash from Io Shirai, bringing Bliss right back to her feet. Big strike there. Shirai now has Bliss up, and oh my, dropping Bliss right where she stands. Shirai now immediately goes in for the armbar here. Our official Jessica Carr once again looking for the submission, but this time from Alexa Bliss. Will Bliss submit to Shirai? But no! Bliss fights her way out of it. Big strikes from Bliss. Both these women are bringing their absolute A-game, and oh my goodness me. Bliss just knocked Shirai into next week. Bringing Shirai back to her feet here. Bliss now Irish whip in the corner. Oh my, big chop there from Bliss. Followed up by another chop. Counter this time by Shirai. A chop of her own and a big strike there. And oh my, big uppercut that dazes Bliss. And here we go into a suplex. Has her hooked. 1, 2, and no! A kick out there from Bliss. So very innovative is Io Shirai. She is absolutely incredible. There's only one Io Shirai, I'll tell you that much. Talking about innovation, and Shirai now with this incredible submission. She has the arm locked up, but she's also pushing on the face of Bliss, looking to make Bliss submit here, but Bliss fighting the way out of it. Big knee, big strike there. She gets out of it. Bliss now, here we go, running bulldog. A vintage move of professional wrestling. This time Bliss with the armbar, almost in the exact same position that Io Shirai had her in. Will Shirai submit to the armbar here? And no, Shirai gonna fight her way out of it with a big strike, or strikes of her own, I should say. Shirai, now here we go. And oh my, goodness me. Such an incredible athlete is Io Shirai. Bliss on the outside. Shirai now. What she got in mind here? What she got planned? Oh my goodness me! The genius of the sky! A moonsault off the ropes to the outside. This is incredible. The crowd absolutely behind this one. They are right. This is awesome. Gotta pay attention to our officials' ring count. Back in the ring we go though at 3. Shirai now has Bliss up, but an Irish whip here from Bliss. Big counter. And oh my! Big running strike from Bliss. Irish whip now from Bliss, and oh, couldn't connect there. Broken dreams. And whoa! Leapfrog there. My goodness me, Bliss, now here we go. Oh my! Face first into the canvas. 1, 2, no! My goodness me! Bliss now gonna take her frustrations out here on Io Shirai. She was so close away from winning this match. Was Alexa Bliss. Facebuster of sorts that almost put away the Black Lotus, Io Shirai. Bliss now, oh my, reaching at the arms and back now of Shirai. Bliss is trying to go to that next level. She realizes she's got to do just that. And oh my, big elbow strike there from Shirai. Bliss gonna back up a little bit here, blowing a kiss to Shirai. Shirai drawing the battle line here, and here we go. We're off to the races yet again in this one. Shirai, oh my, big kick. Out goes Bliss like yesterday's garbage, and here we go. Oh my! Lightning quick action here from Shirai. Goodness me, man. How good is the genius of the sky? I've said it in different variations ever since she debuted, but she's absolutely incredible. A great signing for SmackDown. My goodness me, as we found out earlier, Kairi Sane was traded from SmackDown to NXT for Shirai, so it's more so of a great trade requirement from NXT. But regardless, a great get for the blue brand. Back in the ring we go though. Bliss is down. Shirai turns her over. Shirai now. Uh-oh. She's got her over. Here we go. Cloverleaf applied. Will Bliss submit? Jessica Carr once again looking for the submission. This match has really had it all. Everything you would possibly want in a women's match. Big counter from Bliss. Here we go. Oh, my. And a big drop kick from the Wicked Witch of the WWE. Bliss now immediately, here we go. Oh my, immediately drops it in to a suplex. Bliss now going to drag Shirai to the center of the ring. Bliss perhaps maybe trying to call for the end or just throwing some shade, some taunts at Shirai. Not so sure that was very smart. Bliss going to go to the top rope. Here we go. Twisted. No! Goodness me. What a counter there. Getting the knees up was Shirai. Bliss is in trouble. Here we go. Brings her down. Oh my goodness me. Shirai now. She's got the Koji clutch applied. The Koji clutch is locked in deep. Bliss is being drugged down with a shark's robe here in the women's division. The big sharks like Io Shirai. Bliss is trying to hang in there, but that's all she's got. That's all she's got. She must tap out. Io Shirai is your winner. Io Shirai is your winner. An incredible counter there that turned into the Koji clutch. Io Shirai is successful in her SmackDown debut. My goodness me, the next stop for Shirai is the Mae Young Classic. We do know that her opponent will be Zelina Vega. She's got to get ready. One down and plenty more to go.
Would you fly?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the very next time we are on pay-per-view here in the WWE will be for the all-women's event, Evolution, where the Raw, NXT, and SmackDown Women's Championship titles will be on the line, including the very first all-women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Hello everyone, my name is Project and I am here to run us through the first ever Mae Young Classic tournament that is upcoming over the next few weeks on SmackDown, and that of course I will be the voice for. We have some great women's talent in this, and it is going to be, of course, for a great opportunity as well. The opportunity to become the SmackDown Women's Champion as a result of Nikki Cross being drafted over to NXT in the 2020 WWE Draft. We know that the winner of this tournament will have to defend the title as well at SummerSlam, depending on who The Rock selects as their opponent. We of course know that this is an 8-woman tournament, single elimination, and that the finals will come our way at the all-women's pay-per-view extravaganza that will be Evolution. We know 7 of the names. We do not know the 8th one, but I feel as if we won't have to hold out very long to find out who will be facing the boss Sasha Banks in that first round. But speaking of the first round, let's have a run through the contenders in this tournament, starting off from the very top with arguably one of the most dominant in this entire tournament, the Queen of Spades herself, Shayna Baszler, the second longest reigning NXT Women's Champion in history, right behind the Empress herself in Asuka. Submissions are her specialty, as we've known. A former MMA fighter in her own day, a former member of the UFC Women's Division as well. The 4th overall draft pick for SmackDown in the 2020 draft. The reality is, when you get in the ring with Shayna Baszler, you do not leave the ring the same way. And once you get locked in that Kirifuda clutch, it could be game over for you. And will it be all she wrote for her opponent in the first round in Bayley, a Triple Crown Women's Champion, having won the Raw, NXT, and SmackDown Women's Championship in the past. A member, of course, of the iconic 4 Horsewomen within this company, picked 9th overall by SmackDown in the 2020 draft. Arguably the most underlooked member of the entire 4 Horsewomen, but if she heads into it with an all smiles and hugs attitude, there might be a reason why she remains underlooked, because it's going to be hard to last against the Queen of Spades. And moving on to our next first round match, we have first up Io Shirai, the Black Lotus herself, one of the all-time greatest Japanese women wrestlers, one of the greatest exports to ever come from the Stardom Wrestling promotion. She was originally the 14th overall pick for NXT in the 2020 draft, and she's had bad blood with the likes of Charlotte Flair down in NXT. She came close, but never quite close enough to become the NXT Women's Champion. But we do know, of course, having been drafted by NXT, Shirai finds herself on SmackDown due to a trade between NXT and SmackDown, with Kairi Sane going the other way, and with already a victory under her belt tonight over Alexa Bliss on her SmackDown debut. Is it looking good for Io Shirai to be able to go all the way in this tournament and become the next SmackDown Women's Champion? But her opponent, of course, will be looking to try and put a dent on that, and that is Zelina Vega herself, making her in-ring wrestling debut for the WWE, at least in the Mae Young Classic tournament. She's known, of course, for being the manager and the business relationship that she holds with El Idolo Andrade Cien Almas. Could she be the dark horse of this tournament? Could she be glossed over? Given that people in the WWE do not know of her wrestling ability, do not let this woman mistake you. Zelina Vega could easily surprise a lot of people. It could well be that Io Shirai gets surprised in the first round. Moving on to our third match in the first round, we have Sasha Banks, another Triple Crown Women's Champion, having, just like Bayley, been the Raw, NXT, and SmackDown Women's Champion. Just like Bayley, a member of the Four Horsewomen of the WWE, the third overall pick for SmackDown in the 2020 draft, and arguably the best women's wrestler in the world today. But Sasha Banks finds herself with her back up against the wall. She has no idea who she's facing in this first round. Moving on to our last match of the first round, we have up first Ember Moon, another Triple Crown Women's Champion, the third longest reigning NXT Women's Champion in history, and I'm going to go out and acclaim right now and say that this is my pick to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, and with it the Mae Young Classic, because once that eclipse gets wrapped around you, you are going to sleep. And I believe that everyone, Peyton Royce included in this tournament, who makes it through, will experience just that. But Peyton Royce will be the first one to experience it in the first round. Of course, a member of the Iconics with Billie Kay, a former NXT Women's Champion. The Rock sees a lot of potential in this woman. However, considering her and Billie Kay like to joke around a lot, they're going to be needing to leave those jokes in the back and bring her A-game if she wants a lick of an opportunity to topple Ember Moon. And there you have it once again, folks, the tournament bracket for you here for the upcoming Mae Young Classic. We know of 7, but who will be the 8th to face the boss, Sasha Banks, and could they well use that surprise momentum to launch him to the final? I believe if they meet Ember Moon in the second round, it could be night-night for whoever is going to be going up against her. That does it for the Mae Young Classic, though. That does it for this rundown. I cannot wait to...
All I wanted to do was play with you.
Wow, Sister Abigail? I shudder at just thinking about what she has in store for the WWE. But folks, we have to move on with our next piece of in-ring competition here for the blue brand of Friday Night SmackDown as we turn our attention to Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze, who has an overall record of 5-1-0. That is an absolutely incredible record for the inaugural WWE Television Champion, a championship title that has been put on the back burner for the moment anyways. However, Breeze has a massive opportunity in this one to become champion yet again here in the WWE, because this one, folks, this is an over-the-top rope battle royal with an opportunity to face Prince Apollo at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship title. But for Breeze, there is a massive caveat on this one. If he loses, he does not get on the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Both him and Roman Reigns agreed earlier in the night in the GM's office, The Rock's office, that if they lose this one, their match against one another, it's scrapped. It's off the card. There is no Reigns. There is no Breeze. So that is out the window as of right now. One of these guys has to win in order to get on the SummerSlam match card. So in this one, it's high risk and high reward. They're bad blood. It's going to have its payoff in an over-the-top rope battle royal. Crazy to say. But folks, there's a championship title hanging in the balance. For Reigns and Breeze, there's a whole lot more than a championship title on the line. It's a big payday at SummerSlam as well. But folks, making his official in-ring debut for SmackDown is none other than Humberto Carrillo. A young start here in the WWE for this guy right here, and a massive opportunity in his in-ring debut in this over-the-top rope battle royal. Imagine Humberto Carrillo wins and goes on to SummerSlam in just his second match ever to face Prince Apollo for the Intercontinental Championship title. How insane would that be? But let's not undermine any of the other talents that are in this match. We have Big E, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler, who are already out here waiting to get involved in this in-ring match. But there's one more competitor in this one, and he is the big dog, Roman Reigns, who wants to become the Intercontinental Champion yet again here in the WWE. For him, just like Breeze, it's all about high risk and high reward in this one, folks. My goodness me, the presence that this guy brings with him is unmatchable. The big dog is undefeated 2-0-0, a record that some may say as well, not all too impressive. I'd somewhat agree. Yes, he hasn't been competing because of this attitude, this chip on his shoulder that he's been bringing with him everywhere ever since WrestleMania. This is the guy who defeated The Rock at WrestleMania. And this is the guy who, well, he's been basically just a whiny little brat, really. But earlier tonight, he tried to make amends with The Rock. He tried to say basically, hey, I'm sorry. I know I'm not the most likable guy as of late. I know I'm not the guy that I say I am, and well, that's the guy. That's the big dog. The guy who carries this locker room. The guy who brings this show up to the next level. Roman Reigns has carried SmackDown on his back for so many years, up until, well, just about the last year and a half or so. So Reigns wants to get back to that spot. He realizes that his attitude was in the wrong spot. He realizes that he's not going in the right direction that he wants his career to go in. And well, that was one of the big reasons why he put his SummerSlam match against Breeze on the line. He was the one who made the challenge, and Breeze just accepted it. There's a lot on the line for Reigns and Breeze. I can't express that enough. This is going to be absolutely incredible, folks. Let's do this. Here we go, folks. It's now officially official. There's no going back in this one. There's going to be action flying left and right, and I mean that quite literally. Breeze and Reigns going after one another, Big E and Miz going after one another, and Carrillo and Ziggler going after one another. Rightfully so between Breeze and Reigns. Like I said earlier, their bad blood's going to have its payoff inside a battle royal. Not many people would like that, but they've got a lot on the line. They put up their pay-per-view match just for a shot, just a little bit of an opportunity to get a championship. That's how much the Intercontinental title means. Prince Apollo has really brought that title up to that next level just with his presence. He's never even defended it yet. This will be his first defense at SummerSlam. But Prince Apollo is the guy who really brings everything that he does up to that next level, and that's what Breeze and Reigns wants. But also Carrillo and Ziggler and Miz and Big E, they all want the same. As now Miz looking to get rid of Big E. What an opportunity both of these guys have, and this one especially Big E. I mean, he's kind of a guy who's just been looked at as well. He's a member of the New Day. But Big E's an incredible competitor. He started out as a singles competitor. He's not just about pancakes. He's not just about making the kids pop. I mean, this is a guy who can become a world champion if he really puts his mind to it. A lot of people have wanted this opportunity for Big E for so long. And tonight is a step in the right direction as Miz completely misses there. Breeze and Carrillo going after it. Ziggler and Reigns going after it here. And my big strike there from Big E. Again, like I said, action's going to be flying left and right in this one. Big counter there by The Miz. Keep an eye on all sides of the ring, folks. You do not want to miss a second because you blink and somebody's eliminated. That's how this type of match works. Who's going to be the first eliminated? I have no idea how to call this one is in terms of predictions. I mean, these are all incredible athletes, all incredible competitors. They deserve, they've earned this spot, rather. Again, I'm big on not, you don't deserve anything, you earn it. And I would believe a lot of these guys would agree, other than, well, maybe The Miz. I don't know about that guy. But anyways, Back to this match, and Reigns and Breeze yet again going after one another here. Yet to have had elimination. All 6 competitors still in this one. If you're just tuning in, this is an over-the-top rope battle royal. The winner goes on to SummerSlam to battle Prince Apollo for the Intercontinental Championship title. Breeze and Reigns both put their championship opportunity on the line, their pay-per-view opportunity rather, on the line against one another. They said, hey, we want to end this one. We want a championship opportunity, and they realize that it's high risk and high reward. Is Big E now the first eliminated? Very sneaky move there by The Miz, getting rid of Big E, flying over the top rope. Big E will not be going to SummerSlam, and in my opinion, probably a lot of your guys' opinion, he was definitely the fan favorite to walk out as the winner in this one. But maybe another day for Big E. I think he has a bright future ahead. Not exactly sure if that future includes a New Day or not, but we'll find out when the future gets to us, really. But back in this one, Breeze is down after a powerbomb from Reigns. Carrillo now has Miz reeling here on the ropes. Ziggler going to go right after Carrillo now. Reigns is dazed. Miz is dazed. Ziggler has Carrillo in the corner. Carrillo, big counter there. Looking for a big kick. Ziggler not having any of it. I think Miz got inadvertently kicked there because he's back to being dazed on the ropes. Ziggler looking to get rid of Carrillo here. Is this Carrillo's last moment in this match? Ziggler has Carrillo in dangerous territory, and Humberto Carrillo has been eliminated. We're down to just 4. Tyler Breeze, Roman Reigns, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler. And oh my, famous are there from Ziggler. It's a little bit easier now to see every bit of action that's going down. And Miz, big suplex there. And a running drive-by dropkick from Dolph Ziggler. Miz and Ziggler kind of working together here. Very interesting. It's a tag team that's very much been teased over the last number of years. Never really happened. They're definitely good friends. But at the same time, they're definitely bitter rivals. As now Reigns has Ziggler, but Ziggler not having any of it there. Looking for a big strike. Reigns says no, not today. Ziggler's dazed on the ropes here. As now Reigns looking to get rid of the show-off. Is Ziggler's moments in this match coming to a close? Ziggler's in dangerous territory. Ziggler trying to hang on. He's got the bottom rope now. Ziggler fighting his way back in this one. Just like that, the show-off is back in this match. And, looking for a Superman punch. Ziggler says, nah, not today. Now Reigns going to throw Ziggler right over the top rope. And, my, Ziggler with a big counter. But let's not take the spotlight off of Breeze and Miz as well. They've definitely been exchanging a lot of strikes here. And looks like the alliance rather of Miz and Ziggler has come to a close in this match momentarily anyways. Oh, big counter there from The Miz. Ziggler's down. Reigns is stunned. Miz now on the ropes, but nope. Just like that, fighting his way back. He knew he was in dangerous territory, and he got out of it. Very smart. He's a veteran. You expect it. You expect nothing more. You expect nothing less, rather. Yep. And a counter now by Breeze. Once again, Miz is stunned here. Breeze looking to get rid of The Miz. Is The Miz about to get eliminated here by Brent Spritti? He's trying to hang in this one. He's trying to hang on, but no, he couldn't hang on any longer. The Miz has been eliminated. Ziggler's on the verge of being eliminated as well, but Ziggler hanging in this one. We're down to Breeze, Reigns, and Dolph Ziggler now. Reigns is he's just set on trying to get rid of Ziggler, but couldn't connect there again. Breeze, he kind of gave the assist there in a way. It's kind of smart, though. I mean, wouldn't you want to make it come down to just you and Ziggler and not you and Roman Reigns? I mean, it's a big difference between Reigns and Ziggler. Reigns is an incredible powerhouse, man. I would much prefer to be in the ring with Ziggler, but see ya, goodbye. Ziggler has been eliminated. We're down to just 2 bitter rivals in Breeze and Reigns. And Breeze now, couldn't connect there with the elbow drop. Breeze is getting to his feet, and Reigns, a spear out of nowhere, cutting that boy in half. Roman Reigns with a massive spear to Prince Pretty. As you can see, Miz, who just got eliminated, he's getting out of here, and Ziggler is not too happy about it at all. Rightfully so, though. Reigns telling Breeze to get back to his feet. Well, you just speared the man out of his boots, but somehow, some way, he's still got some gas left in the tank. Breeze back to his feet, and a stare down between these two. The crowd is loving it. Tyler Breeze, Roman Reigns, originally supposed to fight at SummerSlam. Match is not happening now because they put their pay-per-view match slot on the line just to be a part of this Battle Royal. That's how much it means to them to get this opportunity. That's how much the Intercontinental Championship means to everybody in the WWE, really. Reigns now has Breeze into a big boot there. Reigns now ground and pound here on Prince Pretty. It's down to these two. One of these two men will be going on to SummerSlam to fight Prince Apollo for the Intercontinental Championship title. It can only be one. Counter here from Breeze. Big strikes here. Has Reigns down there. Breeze now driving that knee right into the throat of the big dog. Now going to drag Reigns here. Breeze now. Oh my! Snapping the leg of Roman Reigns. Taking the house down by the frame. Very, very smart. Now Breeze, big stomp here. A flurry of stomps. Bringing Roman Reigns back to his feet here. Looking for a big strike. Reigns says, nah, counter for counter there. Roman Reigns, Irish up here across the ring. And here we go, the big dog stirring up into a Samoan drop. Absolutely incredible. Roman Reigns is an insane performer. One of the best that we have, no doubt about that. His attitude as of late has not been the best, but he definitely manned up about it, apologized, whether that's sincere or not. We do not know, but we got to take his word, I suppose. And looking for the Superman punch, couldn't connect. Breeze getting out of harm's way, just a few inches. Really not that much of a difference there, but enough to get out of the way of the Superman punch and turns it into a super kick. And oh my, driving the knee into the lower back there of Roman Reigns, bringing Reigns back to his feet now. Breeze, the Irish up here. Now Tyler Breeze looking to get rid of Roman Reigns. Will it be Breeze versus Prince Apollo at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship title? But no, couldn't do the job, and oh my goodness me! Breeze took a little too much time there, giving up on the elimination, got Superman punched for it, and now another spear. Prince Pretty is down and out. Roman Reigns gonna capitalize. Has Breeze in his clutches, and right over the top rope he goes. Roman Reigns is now going to SummerSlam. Going through 5 other competitors here tonight to get to the biggest party of the summer. The big dog is back on top of the mountain here of Friday Night SmackDown. What a win. That's exactly what Roman Reigns needed. It is now official, folks. At SummerSlam, it will be Roman Reigns and Prince Apollo for the Intercontinental Championship title. home of NBA's own Brooklyn Nets, and the Barclays Center will be the official home of this year's SummerSlam. The biggest party of the summer will be coming your way only on pay-per-view. Oh my goodness me. That's CM Punk. He's out unconscious here in the parking lot area. Who in God's green earth is this? Everybody dies. Vince will see you on Raw. What is going on? CM Punk was supposed to have his contract signing up next. Oh my goodness me. Wow, I'm at a loss for words, but folks, the show must go on. It is now official. Next week, Ricochet will make his in-ring debut for the blue brand of Friday Night SmackDown, but that's not all. Also in action will be Imperium. We saw it earlier in the night, just a little bit of a tease, but it is confirmed they are called Imperium, and they are making their presence felt next week. But also next week, Zelina Vega says she has a new client to introduce alongside Andrade Cien Almas. Who that is, that of course remains to be seen. But we'll also find out next week who all the other competitors are involved in the SmackDown side of the King of the Ring bracket. We already know that Andrade was the first announced in that one. But next week, folks, this gets even bigger. King Booker T will be presenting Prince Apollo with a new design of the Intercontinental Championship title. I'm so excited for that, but I'm also excited for this one. It will be the main event of the evening, non-sanctioned Robert Roode and The Undertaker. And folks, it's that time of the evening. It's time for your main event. It's time for the big money match of the evening. It's time to get this show on the road. It's time for your WWE Championship main events. And coming out first is the challenger in this one. He is the wrestling purist. One of the all-around greatest performers in WWE today. He's extremely underrated, but underrated no more going forward, because this is Cesaro, and this is the man who may just very well be your new WWE Champion after tonight's main event. What a night it has been, but we are far from over. A massive match is on our hands here in just moments' time. Cesaro, of course, got to this opportunity by defeating Drew McIntyre, which we saw earlier this evening say that he's not done with Cesaro. He's not done with the likes of AJ Styles. He wants a WWE Championship opportunity. He wants to be in this spotlight. And Drew McIntyre actually promised that he would not lose another big match. That is a massive, massive promise to make. And well, I'm sure we're all going to hold him accountable for it. When you make that big of a statement, you gotta hold the person accountable. But anyways, folks, Cesaro getting prepared for the biggest opportunity in his life. Oh my goodness. A new anthem here for your WWE Champion. 5-3-0 is the WWE Champion. The Prince has arrived. Finn Bálor has arrived here tonight for your main event. Oh my goodness me. Message sent and message delivered from the phenomenal one AJ Styles, who will challenge the winner of this one at SummerSlam for that WWE Championship title. This has big fight feel written all over it, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a professional wrestling fan, then you are going to love this one. Cesaro wants Bálor at his best. He wants to get a true professional wrestling match tonight, and he wants to win that WWE title. My goodness me, this is absolutely incredible. The place has become super electric for this one. And this is what they're fighting for, that WWE Championship title. The challenger in this one is, of course, the wrestling purist himself, Cesaro. But let's not forget, of course, you can't forget the champion on this one, the Prince, Finn Bálor. My goodness me. And of course, our official is none other than Jessica Carr, refereeing her first big main event here, folks. It does not get any bigger than this, folks. The WWE title is on the line, and it is up next. Alright, folks, it is now officially official. There is no going back in this one. Cesaro, the Prince, Finn Bálor, one-on-one, and your main event for the WWE Championship title, a title that's been held by the likes of The Undertaker, the likes of Shawn Michaels, likes of even Brock Lesnar. The championship history that this title has is absolutely insane, folks. It is absolutely incredible. Cesaro backing Bálor into the corner. Our official Jessica Carr doing a great job here of breaking things up, ensuring that we're going to get our best possible main event in this one. And now Cesaro wrenching at the arm here of the Prince. Finn going to quickly turn it around, giving himself the leverage now. But Cesaro, just like that, turns it around into a headlock. Now Finn, nope. Takedown here by Cesaro. Finn couldn't get himself out of that one, and nope, turns it around into a head scissor there. Oh, almost a kip up there by Cesaro, and another headlock here from the wrestling purist. Now turns it around into a headlock, does Finn Bálor. Cesaro trying to push Finn off of him, off the ropes. Now here we go, he does, breaks the lock. Nope, Finn turns it around here. Wrenching at the arm of Cesaro. Oh my, big elbow strike there from the Prince. Tie up here of sorts, and oh my, another elbow shot from Finn Bálor. Counter though by Cesaro. And oh my, big uppercut that rocks Finn Bálor. Now Cesaro, oh my, leaving him out to dry there was Cesaro, and here we go, Cesaro now, Boston Crab locked in here on the Prince, looking to make Finn Bálor submit early to become the brand new WWE Champion. But no, the Prince gonna fight his way out of it. Well, you gotta expect that. He's a champion for a reason. He's not gonna be knocked off his pedestal just like that. But here we go, submission already applied, immediately applied from Finn Bálor to Cesaro. But Cesaro gets his way out by connecting with some big dirty knee strikes. Now Cesaro, here we go. Cesaro crossface applied here on the champion. Once again looking to make Finn Bálor submit. Absolutely incredible start to this championship main event, folks. An incredible start indeed. Oh my. Big chop now from Finn. Another chop there. And oh my. Paying it forward is Cesaro. You love to see it. These two are at the top of their game. They're two of the best, if not the best, superstars in WWE today. And that's really saying something. We have some incredible talent. The roster is absolutely incredible. Goes very, very deep, especially with the arrivals of such as Ricochet, and we have a new client for Zelina Vega arriving onto the scene of things. So many new talent arriving, both from NXT, just coming in from the independent scene even. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. The talent pool is super deep, but as we get back into this one, Cesaro turns it around here on Bálor. And wrenching at the arm now on Finn. He has the left arm locked up. Finn has no use of it right now. Cesaro really doing a number here on Finn Bálor, on his back and on his arms. But just barely breaks the submission from Cesaro. Now Cesaro, an Irish whip here into the corner, and Cesaro, a big running uppercut taking down the champion. Cesaro's getting all fired up, and this one is... Oh, we're in the locker room area, it would appear. Oh, my. AJ Styles doing some scouting here as Bálor down and out. Cesaro turns it around. Cesaro now gonna deadlift Bálor. My goodness me. Oh, he still has Bálor in his clutches. Cesaro, oh my, connects with a second one. As now Cesaro has him yet again, looking for the trifecta. My goodness me. Cesaro may very well be, pound for pound, the strongest individual in WWE today. I mean, he's done that very move with the likes of the Big Show. So doing it to someone like Finn Bálor's, well, almost easy, really. Now Finn Bálor has Cesaro perhaps where he wants him. Finn Bálor, here we go. Oh my, down goes Cesaro with that big drop kick right into the corner. Finn Bálor gonna scale to the top, looking to put away Cesaro early. Oh my, firing the gunshots there to the wrestling purist. Finn Bálor may have took too much time. Kude, no! Couldn't connect there. Cesaro, now here we go. But no, Finn Bálor, a massive counter. Counter for counter in this one, folks. You truly love to see it. Lars up across the ring and a big drop kick right into the kisser. Now we're going to bring Cesaro into the seated position. Big kick there. And, oh my, driving the knee right into the lower back there of Cesaro. Finn Bálor eyeing up his opponent. Here we go off the ropes and a big enziguri shot. Down goes the wrestling purist. Down goes the challenger. Now Finn Bálor, leg lock applied. Cesaro has the ropes right behind him. I don't even know if he realizes it. He's not reaching for it as our official Jessica Carr looking for the submission. Is Cesaro going to submit? But no, he gets out of it. Big kick there to the jaw of Finn Bálor. Cesaro, big strike here. Has Finn up and oh my, crashing down to the canvas goes Finn Bálor. Cesaro once again getting fired up here, has the crowd roaring for this one. They've been electric all night long. An incredible crowd here in Miami, Florida. You expect nothing less. We're in The Rock's hometown after all. Oh my, vintage Cesaro. Vintage Cesaro here. The swing here. Putting Finn Bálor on loopy lane as we'll catch a quick replay of this one. The crowd has come unglued for this one. How could they not? This is the main event. The big money match of the evening. Cesaro, Finn Bálor for the WWE title. And oh my goodness me, right under the knee. Here we go, shoots the half. 1, 2, and no, and a kick out by Finn Bálor. Hanging in there is the champion. Still has plenty of gas left in the tank. Bit of a chin hold here from Cesaro. He is just incredible at everything inside the ring. He really is. He most definitely has earned this opportunity. He's been in the WWE now for about a decade and has never gotten this opportunity that he's getting here tonight. But Finn Bálor not looking to allow Cesaro to make good on that opportunity. Here we go off the ropes, crashing and burning onto Cesaro. My goodness me, taking flight, high risk. And well, it most certainly was high reward, much like Roman Reigns earlier this evening. Finn Bálor has Cesaro right where he wants him. He's got all the momentum right now in this one, does Finn Bálor. And oh my, right into the barricade is now Finn Bálor. Has Cesaro locked up and oh my, the leg sweep right into that barricade again. My goodness me, the Prince is just basking in his own glory. I had to do it. Just do not pounce me into the crowd at Keith Lee. Of course, you can catch Keith Lee on NXT, only on our Twitch channel. Big drop kick, sending Bálor right into the LED ring apron. Oh my goodness me, right into the LED ring post. And oh my, skull first off that post. We're at 7 here by our official Jessica Carr. She's been an incredible official here in our first night on the job. Doing her job very well, but so is Cesaro. A chin lock here, but he's also got that back contorted. Does Cesaro? He's really putting a number on the back of Finn Bálor, looking to make the Prince submit here, but no, the Prince fighting his way out. Looking for a big strike. Cesaro not having any of it. And Cesaro turns it around. A discus forearm, if you will. Shoots the half now. New champion here. 2. And no, a kick out at 2 by the Prince. Cesaro believes that should have been 3. Maybe so with anybody else. But this is your WWE Champion, Cesaro. This is the man you have to defeat to become WWE Champion for the first time in your career. Now Cesaro, oh my goodness me, the running powerbomb into the corner. A move that, well, we see a lot from the likes of Monday Night Raw superstar Seth Rollins. Cesaro's really giving it all. Everything but the kitchen sink thus far on this one. He's got another submission hold applied here on the Prince. He's really just eating away at Finn Bálor in every corner of a professional wrestling match. Your submissions, your ground and pound, your heavy strikes, your big maneuvers is now Finn Bálor. Speaking of big maneuvers, a big shot there. Drop it with a Pele kick. Here we go. Big stomp into a big kick. Just like that, Finn Bálor gains the momentum back in this one. Cesaro in seated position here. Finn Bálor now. Oh my. Another big kick there. Oh my. Finn Bálor just kicking his dust on Cesaro. That's the arrogance, the cockiness that has come out of this new side of Finn Bálor. The Prince character that he's now going by, this Prince persona. A persona that he definitely birthed in Japan. I mean, that's where he was known as the Prince, and he's brought it into the WWE, and he was pushed to this level by AJ Styles and Jay White, and a big DDT off the middle rope. Is that enough to retain? That very well may do it. 1, 2, and oh my goodness me, a hair's length away from retaining the WWE title. Now Finn Bálor going to take out his aggression here on Cesaro. He's trying to do everything that he possibly can to retain. This is one of his, if not his toughest challenge to date from Cesaro. Cesaro, like I said, is super underrated, but really underrated no more when you're getting this type of opportunity. He has earned this opportunity. It's an opportunity that he's fought for a decade to earn, and he most certainly, again, has earned the right to be in the main event match with Finn Bálor for the WWE Championship titles on the outside here. Big counter from Cesaro into the barricade now. As now Cesaro, big uppercut there. Massive uppercut from Cesaro. Oh my goodness me. Oh, gee, the swing right into the barricade. Bálor is out. Cesaro going to the next level. He's digging down deep to go to depths that he's never gone before. That's exactly what he has to do to become your WWE Champion. Here we go. New champion here, possibly shoots the half. 1, 2, and oh my goodness me. My hands are on my head. How on God's green earth did Finn Bálor just kick out? Just like Cesaro, I'm beside myself, just like everybody else in this arena, but I'm absolutely loving it, folks. Now Cesaro has Bálor, again, where he wants him, has him on the top rope. So now, Cesaro, what's he looking for here? Oh my goodness me, Cesaro from the middle rope. Oh my goodness. The gut-wrench suplex. Finn Bálor is down. Cesaro turns him over here. Oh my goodness me. What on God's green earth? This man is on a whole nother level. You have level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have the Cesaro level. This is all together. 4 gut-wrench suplexes. Is that gonna do it? Surely it is. 2. And no, my gosh. What? No freaking way. Finn Bálor hangs in there. And now Finn Bálor taking down Cesaro. To much surprise, no, a big knee, just like that. Cesaro trying to gain momentum back, big uppercut there. Bálor's rock, he's on loopy lane perhaps, but no, making me eat my words there. Bálor, big strike now. He's getting back in this one. Oh my, momentum going back into Cesaro's favor. Oh my, collar double tie up there between these two. Looking for that big back kick, but could not connect. And, oh my, just counter for counter on this one. You really love to see it, don't you? What a main event for the WWE Championship title. These two are at the top of their game right now. There's not many better than them. Finn Bálor has Cesaro in a very dangerous situation here. He utilized every part of the referee's. Whoa. Turns it around. Armbar blind here from Finn Bálor. Cesaro's down. Finn Bálor was working on that arm for this submission hold right there. So very innovative, so very smart is Finn Bálor. He's picking Cesaro apart now, piece by piece, limb by limb. But no, Cesaro turns it over. And oh my goodness me, again the discus forearm. Finn Bálor trying to get back to his feet here. He's rocked. He truly is on loopy lane now. Cesaro looking to take advantage. Here we go. Big forearm strike. Finn Bálor going to roll to the outside. I was going to say it's a Weiss and Shizen, but no! My goodness me! Cesaro crashing onto the Prince. And you hear it from the crowd. This is awesome. And I 110% agree. This is awesome. It does not get much better than this, folks. As now Cesaro, no! Oh my goodness me, but he still has it in his clutches. Oh my goodness. Right into the LED ring apron. It's bad enough that we have that apron on one side. The camera angle that you're seeing right now, we've always had it on this side, but now we have it on another side. Is that enough? New champion! No, a kick out. A kick out by Finn Bálor. My goodness me. What a main event, folks. This match, it's really delivering. There's no doubt about that. Cesaro, he's just thinking, what do I got to do next? What do I got to do to put away Finn Bálor? What do I got to do to become WWE Champion for the first time in my career? Big uppercut there. I'll tell you about 10 more of those and you may be the new WWE Champion. Bálor's rocked on the ropes. Cesaro now, oh my. Oh, leaving him out to dry there. Right off the ropes goes Finn Bálor. Cesaro now some big stops here. Get a little bit frustrated. He's got to keep his emotions in check. Nobody ever gets success for allowing their anger to get the best of them. Cesaro now pacing around Bálor like a great white, looking for blood. Sending Finn Bálor over the top rope. Cesaro, big forearm strike here. What's he looking for now? Oh my. I immediately knew as soon as those words came out of my mouth. We already know what he's looking for. Oh my, vintage Cesaro. The suplex right back in the ring off of the middle rope. Literally right here in this replay, you can see deadlifts Finn Bálor back into the ring. This guy is a freak of nature, dragging Finn Bálor across the ring here. Cesaro now has Finn Bálor right where he wants him. He's trying to heat up this crowd, trying to get the audience behind him. And while they're behind you, Cesaro, you can't waste too much time. You have the WWE Champion right where you want him. What are you waiting for? But oh my goodness, Finn Bálor! Finn Bálor takes advantage! Finn Bálor takes advantage of Cesaro's mistakes! And now Finn Bálor! 1916! That's gonna do it! Wait, oh my goodness me! Finn Bálor! Another one for good measure! Oh my goodness! A second 1916 for the final nail in Cesaro's coffin! 1, 2, 3! Finn Bálor retains and is still your WWE Champion now with a 6-3-0 record in the WWE. What an ending you see there. Taking advantage of Cesaro's mistakes. He was trying to get the crowd behind him, taking way too much time. That is a side of Cesaro that, well, we don't really ever see. Try to play it to the fans, and the one time he does it, it just cost him. It just cost him the biggest match in his career. He may never get another opportunity at the WWE title, and oh my goodness me. Speaking of the WWE title, that man right there, AJ Styles, he has a date with Finn Bálor at the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam, for the WWE Championship title. This is awesome as right, Miami, Florida. What a sight this is to see. A camera shot moment. My goodness me. AJ Styles says, bring it. Oh, we gotta get SummerSlam early. Or we gotta get SummerSlam right now. It's all about the WWE Championship title in this one. Oh my goodness me. That's the OC's music. The OC. There's Jay White. Jay White's back. Jay White's back from injury. Jay White is back. And oh my goodness me, that's Carl Anderson now. Anderson. Oh my, a cheap shot there off to the distraction there to Finn Bálor. What is Anderson doing? Carl Anderson now has Bálor up. He has Finn Bálor up, and oh my goodness. My goodness me, down goes Finn Bálor. What is the OC? Oh my goodness me. As now Luke Gallows is also here. Oh my. Luke Gallows taking out AJ Styles. The OC wreaking havoc in this one. Oh my. The OC making their presence felt in this one. Returning with authority in this one is Jay White taking hostage of the WWE Championship title once again, walking off with the WWE title. And I agree with the crowd here in Miami, Florida. You do suck, Jay. Once again, taking a title that is not rightfully his. He is not the WWE Champion. That title does not belong to Jay White. Wait, what is going on? Who are these people? What is going on here? Somebody is just beating Luke Gallows to shit to the ladder, and someone just took Anderson out in the trash can. What is going on? Oh my! Who are these people? Does anybody know? Couple of goons just jumped the OC. Oh my goodness, across the head. Someone just hit a chair shot across the head, and oh my! Down goes Luke Gallows onto the ladder. What on God's green earth is going on, folks? Oh my goodness me! Your SmackDown General Manager The Rock just got taken out with a fire extinguisher. Somebody needs to take order. Who are these people? There's a logo that looks all too familiar. Oh my goodness me! I was saying that was a logo that looks all too familiar. I think we all know. That's the Nexus's logo. We still don't know who these people are, what their motives are. What is going on? What is going on? Jay White is in a lot of trouble here. This behemoth of a monster. This man is absolutely massive. Has Jay White in his clutches. Oh my. Oh my goodness me, no. What is going on? What is going on? There is absolutely no control. There's absolutely no control. Bálor now on our announce table here. Oh no. No. Oh my goodness me. What is going on, folks? What is going on? Oh my goodness. AJ Styles getting driven straight through our barricade here. Whoever these people are wreaking absolute havoc, are wreaking absolute chaos over some of the top members of SmackDown. What on God's green earth is going on here? Who are these people? What are their mother? No, not Jessica Cartoon. Oh my goodness me. Whoa. No. Stay away. No, folks, I gotta go.